On the 3rd of November 1954, the first Godzilla movie was released in Japan. This movie was made to teach people about the dangers of nuclear weapons and its effect on humanity. It was dark and depressing, and it was a massive hit in Japan. It generated about more than $2 million in its theatrical release. This movie would create the Kaiju franchise, which Toho would go on to make sequels, merchandise, and spin-offs of the Godzilla universe, until they stopped making Kaiju films in 2004. Around 2014, Toho got Hideaki Anno, who directed Neon Genesis Evangelion, to direct a new Godzilla movie. They also got Shinji Higuchi as the co-director. They focused on making Godzilla the scariest incarnation of the Kaiju. When Toho was developing this movie, they tried to keep it as much of a secret as possible. When they filmed scenes that involved people running and screaming, they would have to give out flyers to the inhabitants of the area to not startle them. People would ask them what they would be doing, but they would have to respond with, "We are recording a secret movie." In 2016, they finally released the Shin Godzilla trailer. This excited people in Japan because it had been 12 years since the Godzilla movie. Finally, on the 26th of July 2016, Shin Godzilla was released in theaters in Japan. Shin Godzilla is about a prehistoric marine animal feasting off nuclear waste that was dumped into the ocean by the Japanese government a long time ago. It starts off with the Japanese Coast Guard investigating an abandoned yacht in Tokyo Bay until the yacht is destroyed and mysterious fluid floods the Tokyo Bay aqua line. The government starts investigating the situation until the creature comes onto shore and starts wreaking havoc. What I will be going into is spoilers, so if you want to avoid spoilers, please skip to the timestamp on the screen. The team behind Shin Godzilla had an idea to make this incarnation of Godzilla to have different forms throughout the movie. They wanted to keep the traditional Godzilla design but add their own twist to it. Godzilla's first form is only shown by its tail. We do not know what the creature looked like. Godzilla's second form is called Kamarakun, after the first Tokyo District Godzilla attacked. This form and the third form are many fans' favorites because of its cute ugly design. Toho took advantage of this and sold many merchandise based off these forms. The first form is called Shinagawa-kun, named after the Shinagawa Ward. This form evolves arms and finally starts to stand upright. The fourth form is called Kamakura-san, named after Kamakura City. This form is basically invincible and possesses many attacks to combat the humans' attack on it. These forms show how Godzilla can adapt and evolve to any situation he is dealt with. At the end of the movie, the fifth form is shown as humanoid figures. Earlier in the movie, the group of people trying to stop Godzilla mentioned that he can manipulate his DNA to be whatever it desires. This truly makes Godzilla terrifying because it is pretty much invincible. The type of movie Shin Godzilla is can be very alien towards Western viewers, but I find this a good thing. This movie tackles the idea about what if Godzilla existed and how would the Japanese government deal with it. It is very fast-paced, causing tension because you know that Godzilla isn't waiting for man and they are always against the clock. They are memorable characters, but the movie doesn't focus on them. This movie has a great soundtrack that helps emphasize the dark tone and humanity's hope of stopping Godzilla. There are humorous moments in the film because of the English in the film. One of the characters is half American, and you can see how hard the actor tried to speak English. Shin Godzilla is a fantastic movie, and I recommend it to anyone who is interested in this masterpiece. It is a good return for the big G himself, and I can't wait to see what Toho does next. I give Shin Godzilla a 10 out of 10. It's just a masterpiece. Masterpiece.